Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks.
Chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Neymar. Cafu cuts it out. Tries to play it through. It's played through for him. Great chance! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Gerrard. Costa Curta. Great vision. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pings it across. Gerrard getting this one clear. O'Reilly. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good take in a good area. He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the hammer. Yamal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now, can they get him away? He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, super find. Chance, surely! It's in! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Still behind by two. Is there a way back into this? Tries to pass it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's O'Reilly. Oh, super ball. That's really well cleared. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Manchester United claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, well measured.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Odo. Triol. Odo. De Bruyne. Threads one in. And he's worked it through. And he can clear it away. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Knocks it into space. And a chance! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Van Nistelrooy. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was a
Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
O'Reilly, and he's managed to get free. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Looking for the run. That looks a good ball through. Baresi gets across to intercept that. De Bruyne. Now it's Neymar. Howson spots it and intercepts. Rafael Leao might just make this. That's a shade optimistic. Van Nistelrooy. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking to play him in. Rafael Leao. Lofted in. Gets his head on it!
The goal scorer for Manchester United.
Time for a change in personnel. Manchester United visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Substitution on the field.
And now they can clear their lines.
Bale. Number 9. Number
Krasicki.
15. Gerrard.
Well, that tackle was
Coming
certainly
on the field.
sturdy.
Number 18.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Mbappe. Number 13. Alexander Arnold. Number 10. Thomas Rashitsky.
That has not gone well.
2
Rafael
minutes has been
Leao,
indicated.
right card, promptly onto that, and that is that. 2 minutes to be added on. Alexander up. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. They do appear, Jim Beglin, to be going with a 5-3-2 formation.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Aimed beyond the defence. Real Drogba! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he should have made them pay.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. And he welcomes it in. Van Nistelrooy. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Manchester United with the corner, there first. Towering header! That has been knocked clear. Portugal are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Drogba. It's Drogba! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Nicely aimed pass. Cafu.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And it's DiMarco. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Drives it in. Oh, super ball. That is Stuta!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Delivers the ball.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Caught offside that time. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Announcement.
Well,
Please
let's
keep
not
your
beat
eyes
about the
on
bush,
your
Peter.
children
It's
during
been
the match at
fairly
all
flat,
times.
and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution in progress.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's in a great position. And Batistuta! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Howson gets over and intercepts. Now it's Batistuta. That's going wide left. And this is Drogba. Beckenbauer clears without hesitation. Beckenbauer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Drogba. Drogba! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Robertson. Shot could be on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Drogba. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Can he get on the end of this? And he's there to belt it away.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Shevchenko. Thinks about the shot. Tacho getting this one clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Played out wide. Delivers with whip. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Kimmich. It's come to nothing.
Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to...
He's had a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 20.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Camargo. Coming on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 18,
That's been cut out, well played.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shin. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely...
And the finish! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Como clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Tries to pass it through. Yamal! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Dealt with nicely by the... An audacious attempt! And they've got rid. Como are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko stood his ground strongly. Now, can they get him away? Oh, just skips past his man. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's quick to return it. Schneider. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, it's Bebeto. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Now, can he find a finish? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And he's picked it up out wide. There's the delivery. Howson gets it away. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Manchester United finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back underway.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, there's the clearance.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, what a mistake! That is a great pick out. It's Neymar! Deftly away. That is ended up in no man's land.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitution for Como. Number 19, Shevchenko. Coming on to replace him is...
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Schneider. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Neymar. Yamal, the man with such great vision. Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Schneider. And this is Messi, and he's got away from it. Oh, crack. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency.
Van Nistelrooy! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Manchester United have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Nicely weighted ball, pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. That's going wide left. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's gone forward. Now it's Shevchenko. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's the end. Manchester United perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and a goal. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
United against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Nicely aimed pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get on the end of this? Engages and forces him off the ball. He's got away. Crosses it in here. Getting up there! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's forced to go back. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Costa Curta getting forward.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ah, he's given it away. He's picked his way through, and he's in on tries a shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited.
He's going for goal! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
That has been cut short. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Elise. Nicely weighted ball. Mohamed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Towering header! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, that's well spotted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Salah. And that has found him in acres of space. Neymar. Beckenbauer. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Gnabry. Cafu.
2 added minutes
Oh,
has
that's
been
a
indicated.
great run he's made from deep. Gnabry with the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Dani Olmo. And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Hello everybody, and
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field is number 15, Hazard.
So we're off again.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gnabry. He's a sharp little ball here. And no, that was never going to make it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cafu. Gnabry has it out wide and in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that has left him in a heap. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that is well cleared. Manchester United have it back and can go again. And he can clear it away. And here's Gnabry. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, that is not the best ball. And Havertz! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's had a shot! Aimed beyond the defence. He has found a way through. Oh, good effort! And that really should have been that.
Batistuta really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7.
So we have
Cristiano
movement on
Ronaldo.
both benches.
Number
Two fresh
29,
faces and both in the front line.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Number 9.
Threads one in.
Shevchenko.
And here's
Substitution taking
Shevchenko.
place.
Shot a goal! That's put pay to the danger.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Could move up a gear here, and he's managed to get free.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shevchenko. Now it's Gnabry. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's that. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
And the pass is intercepted.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Shevchenko. That's a good ball out wide. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's going to go a long way. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. He's found a way through. And a chance! And he nearly went all the way.
And that was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bale is wide and looking to get onto this. Tries to pass it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's picked it up out wide. Maradona! Well, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that's an own goal!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Maradona. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well played. Bayer is there to clear. Rodri wins the duel this time. Neymar. Threads one in. Maradona. Ambitious ball here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Son Heung-min. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And that should get the job done. It's Son Heung-min! And he's stuck it away. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It's starting to look very interesting. So, a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Second period then underway. Mbappe is onto this. Flings it across. Chance! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Manchester United have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Tacho kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that is a little undercooked. Ball is over the line. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forlan receives it in a good position here. Spread it left. Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Knocks it into space. He's through here. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Neymar kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for the run. That's a shade optimistic. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cafu, can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Conte. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Shevchenko. Gnabry finding himself in space. Plays it across. Mbappe! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 10, Diego
The two
Forlan.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 21, Neymar. Coming on the field.
Hazard,
Number
good, strong
18,
midfield running here.
Cristiano
He
Ronaldo.
is through here.
Number 23, Erling Haaland.
Manchester United
Number
nearly
14,
finished it off there, but now it's a
Mbappe.
case of waiting for the
Substitutions
whistle.
taking place.
Not a hint of offside here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cafu proves too strong.
Minutes has been
Lovely
indicated.
pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Hazard. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This
Against
certainly
Manchester
matters.
United.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons? They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment. He's had a shot! Rijkaard. Neymar. Can he get it through? Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. And here's Yamal. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, it's a thumping hit. Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Out for a throw. Hazard with the delivery. Neymar! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that is well cleared. Referee has just said play on. Aimed at the far side. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Bruno Fernandes! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Punched away. Played out towards the right wing. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Cross from Cafu. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Look at the space here. Can he finish? It's anyone's, this time surely! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Neymar's cross. De Ligt can clear it away.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Silvestre with the clearance. And he's quick to return it. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Manchester United with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So straight into the second half.
Manchester United can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. That has found him in acres of space. No way through there. Silvestre plays it short. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Defending of the desperate variety. Son Heung-min looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! And a neat finish! They are right back in business!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
We're looking at a Van Nistelrooy! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Van Nistelrooy clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's beautiful. It's Fulham! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Santos with the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
Son Heung-min! That is decidedly lacking.
Son Heung-min probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, good ball!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Big chance! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just...
There's the shot! Goal! Santos! And again they hit the front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Santos have their lead.
There will be 5 minutes.
Well, it's better
time.
late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
That's the keeper's ball. Son Heung-min. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's intervened well there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And that is it, a real high-octane conclusion. Manchester United played more than a part in what has been... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to kick off. The excitement already
Manchester
palpable.
United against Arsenal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Antoine Griezmann, do we still consider him, Jim, the face of French football?
Yeah, I think there's some room.
Oh, greatly! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Hazard, searching pass he's played there. He's found space here. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Now this could be a chance. Now there's... Tries a shot! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Arsenal restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
Shevchenko! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Xavi Alonso is the team's great visionary. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes long and straight. Saliba cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Always it scores! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Platini going face-to-face. He'll try from distance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Platini is offering a right smile there.
Arsenal have their second corner now. And a header! Nearly, but not quite.
Saliba certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Hazard, and it's Son Heung-min. This might spell danger. He shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Shevchenko gets into a good position, and he shoots! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
3 minutes at a time.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Manchester United largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Tries to pass it through. Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Platini. Can he get it through?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Scholes. Roberto Carlos has the space to skip. Platini! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Platini clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
And that's gone loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Xabi Alonso. He's going for goal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Griezmann. Scholes. Bruno Fernandes. Great vision. Shevchenko. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rummenigge. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more. He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And he welcomes it in. Scholes! And how did he not put that away?
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if there were just one down, as opposed to two.
Corner number 3 coming up. Platini with the short one. Oh, this looks sharp. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Shoots! Off the post! And he's hit it long. Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes. Griezmann. And it's Hazard. Son Heung-min. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So now the difference is 3. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This
Manchester
certainly
United.
matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he? Takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And again! And that is wildly off target. Zanetti. Dembele. Oh, important interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckenbauer. This is Dembele. Mbappe. It'll be a throw-in. Pinches it off him. Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
David Villa. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is a crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And they're quick to get it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan claims comfortably. Zanetti. Aimed beyond the defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
England with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. David Villa! He's got away with one there.
England really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
David Villa, he is onto this. And he's taking no chances there. England are looking to go forward now. He's in a great position here. And he's quick to return it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Dembele! And that is doing no harm at all.
There will be 1 minute
Not the
added
best
time.
distribution from the keeper. It's a really well-measured ball. Zanetti, he has found the way through. Zanetti stood his ground strongly. And he's quick to get rid. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
There's the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Manchester United have their second corner now. Shevchenko! Oh, he's hit the bar! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Good ball, David Villa. He's had a shot! Goal! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals...
Big chance! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Things starting to look... Dembele! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Beckenbauer. Oh, it's Dembele. Not where it came from. Well read, and the danger is averted. Beckenbauer can clear it away. And it's Dembele. And the ball's gone astray. Now it's Doué. He's found a way. He'll try from distance! Nearly, but not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Silvestre. Silvestre going forward. Cafu. Mbappe. Bellingham. Oh, nicely intercepted. Zanetti. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. And this is Shevchenko. And that was very necessary. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Villa.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Here's a chance. Lacking in accuracy.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
So, third corner of the game. Schlotterbeck gets it away. Doué. And time is up. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently undeniable. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an icon.
And Van Nistelrooy! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you...
Can he finish? And no mistake. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And the pass is intercepted. Ribery is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Deftly away. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Lampard. Real chance! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Bangladesh with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Spread to the right. Plays the return pass. Knocks it into space. That is a great pick out. Pepe. Pepe attempts a clearance. Looking for a runner. Haaland. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Great ball, and he's in Dembele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele is offering a wry smile there.
Bangladesh with the corner, there first. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 16.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 23.
Bangladesh now in a position far more desirable.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Chance! And he hits the net! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Has crossed into the... Terrific effort! And that is the end of the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Mbappe, and it's Ribéry. And here's Mbappe. Vieira makes the interception. Khan gets it away. Played out to the left flank. Cafu cuts out the pass. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's a very deep... Tries a shot! And he's stuck it away! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pacho. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. He's having a shot! And it's in! And they get themselves in front! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Kimmich. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that.
It's Lampard! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Lampard has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is
just about within shooting range. And he's only too happy to take that back. Bruno Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a key interception. That'll be a throw. Cafu. Now it's Yamal, and he's managed to get for it. Yamal! And it's hoisted clear. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match...